Welcome to their MadArt with Steph, where I work on some illustrations, digital illustrations for different things, for different campaigns here on MadArt streams every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, well, most Fridays. Hey, welcome to my one person in chat. Hey, how are you? How you doing? All right. Let's get started here. Let's get going. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, we're working on some chibi art today. Again. Continuing the slog. I think that's the right word. I'm not sure that's the word I'm looking for, but here we are using it. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let me just get this. You can just watch my mouse move around as I find the file. Uh-huh. Yep. Frank, hey, how are you doing? How's your Friday going so far? How are you? Mm-hmm. Alright, so as we wait... Ah, there we are. Alright, yeah. We were working on line art. Mm-hmm. Did I finish? Yeah, I finished these two. Look at those cute boys. And we just got those two before we get on to color. Okay. Oh, right. I need to... All right, scrambling yesterday. Truck battery died. Oh, no. Truck, yeah. Oh, no. So did you have to, like, get a ride home? And did it die when you were out and about? Or did it die when you were, when you went to start it at the house? That's an important specification. I need to reset because I worked in another program yesterday that requires different shortcuts for my stylus. So we need to fix this. Function key, what is it? It's like P for pen and then E for eraser, I think. Function key. Sorry. Alright, that should work. At home, AAA to the rescue. Nice, yeah. I had AAA, used it once, and it came in handy. I mean, it was like, because my car broke down at the house. I mean, when I was in Boston. Didn't really use it here. Didn't ever use it in West Virginia, but used it in Boston once, and super handy. Kept it up my entire time, at least, while I lived out of state and while when I moved back too. Super handy. Has that free towing all the way to, like, in so many miles, which was nice because there was, like, words this morning. A car shop, like, a repair place, like, not too far from the house. So, super nice. Super nice. Well, glad that they came to the rescue. Hey, Varath, welcome. Yeah, just trudging along in our chibi work. I doubt we'll finish this today, but if we do, I mean, we have some character art that we need to start working on. Yep. Okay. Stabilization's turned on. I need to get comfortable. Do I want to do it like this? Do I want to lean back? Maybe. It might be good. Bring the mic over here. Actually use my lumbar support pillow. I'm so used to I'll sit up in my chair like that. Not even utilizing The lumbar support pillow built into this chair. I think that's what it's called. It's right, lower back, right? Actually support any part of your body? Wait, actually support myself? What? No. Make sure I'm not leaning too far. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Like, not just flop into a chair? Well, I'm so bad about, like, I feel like I don't have horrible posture, but I sit up. But I sit up in the chair rather than just actually, like, leaning back. Oh, look at the fancy streamer having any posture at all. Listen. All right, Brewer, can you not? Stephanie, can you make a line? Can we do this? You want to do this? You gonna kind of okay. Kind of okay. Alright, we made lines here that I'm unsure what they go to. Surprise! Like it doesn't happen every week. I feel like this line isn't thick enough. It's not. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, so here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Are we doing this on the right? Okay. View Stephanie as she questions every action she does in the program. Steph's rough outline sketches are 50% good art practice, 50% Steph torpedoing her future stuff. This is very true. This is very true. Like, what, Stephanie, what were you thinking here? What was that line to? That's me talking to myself, not what I'm actually saying right now. Barath, how are you doing today? How's your Friday going so far? Okay, thanks for asking. It's a one-day work week. Wow, that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, well, I guess usually I give, like, updates on, like, what I've been, like, doing over the past week. since I last hung out with you fine folks, for the most part. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Um, Antivirus. McAfee, like, consistently pops up on my computer, even though, like, I feel like that I, like, at least disable the program, like, and it still pops up. I'm like, stop. Just stop, please. Like, your McAfee has expired. It's like, yeah, I know. It expired after 3 months of buying the laptop. You don't have to keep reminding me that my computer is under threat. You said no, but like a bad ex, antivirus does not respect your boundaries? Yes, correct. Yes. McAfee does not respect my boundaries, and I'm upset about it. But anyways, let's see here. What have I done? I watched the new episode of Loki last night. Quality programming. Let's try and do this as we work. Let's actually try to get something done. Let's see here. Games. I finished the text game with the puzzles in it, Unmemory, that I have talked about the last couple of weeks. Finished that. Started playing Bug Snacks, which is adorable. Let's see. Yeah, Bug Snacks is just a good time. It's PS4. I think it's available on PC too. Maybe not. It might just be PS4. But just super fun game. It's like a mix between, if you've ever played Viva Pinata and Pokemon, it's a mix between those two. Super adorable. Super fun. And not like at all stressful. Let's see here. I have, I also played a couple of smaller games. One was only like a half hour long, almost like a slice of a game that they call it. The very beginning of a game called, What Never Was. About a girl going through her now deceased grandfather's attic. Let's talk about drawing, Steph. The first hour of every MadArt with Steph ever. Yeah. Yeah, and it never works. I'm never able to talk while drawing. Multitasking is not my strong point. I'm really good at fooling people into thinking that I'm good at multitasking. Like, I'll have people tell me, like, you're such a good multitasker. And I'm like, no. There are some things I can multitask with, but a lot of things, no, I can't. I try, and I fail. Usually I end up doing those things like 50%, Like, my brain's definitely split when I'm multitasking. Which I guess that's normal, but I notice it, and I usually just end up just being like, this isn't good enough. We need to, like, just focus on one thing now. Yeah, so started that, then also played The Complex, which is a live action, like, choice game. So it's almost like watching a 2-hour movie and or like an hour and a half movie and making choices, and it has like different endings. There's a name for that and I can't think of it right now. But yeah, played that. It was a good time. It was actually a pretty usually those aren't very good, like those types of games, but like they're just not written well. This one was actually done pretty good. Yeah. So, did that. Let's see. Started playing Mario Golf. Super fun. I think I talked about that last week. Because I think it came out it might came out on Friday of last week. No. I think it came out like 2 weeks ago. Mario Golf's fun. If you like, and I'm not even that much of a golfer. I don't even like golfing. But it's actually kind of relaxing. Kind of fun. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I've been like binging the Golden Girls as I work. that's been nice. I was binging Catfish as I worked on things. I think I stopped that. I think I'm better for it. I kind of got to the point I was like, hi, like, I'm not saying that it was causing me anxiety, but it wasn't making me feel any better. Like it wasn't adding to my enjoyment. It was just kind of like meh. Even though like I found it interesting, it just wasn't sparking any joy in me. So, I started watching Golden Girls, which does spark joy. Let's see. That. Um. Oh, I started actually playing a couple of other games. I forgot because it's not usual for me to not play games that don't have anything to do with my podcast or like playing with other people. I started playing this. I bought two games. One called Beats Per Minute. That's about like it's a music. It's a rhythm based first person shooter. That's really interesting. I'm horrible at it. But yeah, like if you get extra points, it's like a dungeon. It's a dungeon first person shooter. So like the dungeon like randomizes each time that you like die, and you're like you start back, and I think like you can finish certain areas and then like it saves, but then if you don't finish the whole area, like finish the like all of the rooms, then you basically have to start over again at the beginning of this specific dungeon before you move on. I know, BPM, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I enjoyed it. It was fun. As I said, I'm horrible at it, but it's a fun time. And hey, CMDR, welcome. That was a good time. I also actually I bought another game called Iron Fury that is like, okay, like if you've ever played any like the original Doom game, it's like that. Like the same it's made to be retro looking. So like it's made to be like to look like that. But it's like was just made like a year or two ago, maybe a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, I think maybe a couple of years ago. And it's actually really good. I kind of didn't realize that I kind of like those style of games. Like, I'm not a big first-person shooter, but, like, I think the retro vibe, like, pulls me in. And I actually really enjoyed Iron Fury. It's good. If you like if you like that style of games, like, if you if you miss the days of original Doom and original Wolfenstein, well, maybe not original Wolfenstein, because that was, like, basically, like, just going through corridors. But, like, maybe, like, the second game of Wolfenstein, which I never played. Anyways, it's more like the original Doom game. I'm going on. But I really enjoyed it. I played that one for, like, 2 hours. Bonus day off work? Nice. Congrats. I have a confession. I have to run up the Poconos yesterday, and I'm sorry to report I did not have time. Frank? Frank? You were supposed to be our intel, sir. We needed Boulder-filled intel. Oh, no. Well, we're just going to have to wait. We're just going to have to start from square one, I guess. Oh, my gosh. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. But not kidding, also. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle Wright Meow. They're in Washington, and like over in the far in Spokane, like in the far, in the east part of Washington, and yeah, 100-degree temps, which is just way too hot for them. Yeah. Hey, the artist, welcome. How's the talented and lovely Stephanie Troublemaker Scows this today? God, what a name. I'm okay. It's actually a pretty okay day. It's actually a pretty, like, yesterday was kind of a, you know, I woke up anxious. And, you know, to be honest, I woke up anxious and having some, like, issues. So yesterday was a lot of, like, dealing with that, you know, mentally. And taking care of myself. I did some Pilates yesterday. I did some, like, meditation and breathing exercises. It was a very emotionally, I mean, nothing happened. It's just all, you know, I mean, you know, if you have any, like, emotional, like, mental issues at all, like, you understand that, like, some days, like, it just all just kind of, like, seems to pile on, even though nothing really specifically triggers it, you know? And so, like, it just kind of woke up that way. Today's fine. Today I woke up good. Hey, Dr. Delvin, welcome. Yeah, so today, so far, is going okay. Going okay. Just wanted to get back home. Rainy, stressed from battery. Oh, no, for sure, Frank. I understand. Yeet out. Yeah, Canada broke 70-plus-year-old heat records this week. Yeah. Steph, every time I talk to my therapist, she's like, so what's going on? I'm like, both nothing and so much. Oh, yeah. No, for sure. That's a valid response. Because I feel like that a lot, where it's like, I don't know nothing, but, like, God, like, you know. I mean, it sounds like we got some theremin action here. Or maybe not. It sounds kind of theremin-like. Okay, Stephanie, what's happening here? Let me just erase these lines for a second while I figure out what I'm doing. Okay? Let's just figure out what we're doing here first. Okay. So, what? I mean, there's a lot of, like, stuff happening here. I get it. Did I somehow lose what he's holding? I think I did. It's supposed to be a piece of bread, but it somehow got lost in layers, I think. Which is fine. I have to remember that it's there. You don't hear any music? Do you not have it loud enough? Does no one hear music? Does no one hear any music? Okay, yeah. I hear some very quiet. Oh, is it that quiet for y'all? Here, we'll turn it up a bit. We'll turn it up just a bit. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be, like, blasting in your ears, but I was also concerned of, like, why aren't you hearing it? Because I'm seeing it on my audio that it's working. Are you drawing a slee stack? No, I'm drawing a Warforged, the artist. I gave you a lot of attitude there. I'm sorry. I felt bad after I said it that way. Theremin is like a bagpiper recording. You absolutely can't go wrong. You can also produce some pretty great stuff. Steph, do you hear music right now? Is music in the room with us? Am I speaking to music right now? Wait, are you giving us... I know what a theremin is. Did someone not know what a theremin is? But thank you for the Wikipedia page. Oh, oh my gosh, guys. So like here's an interesting thing about people. Is that like so like I was talking to my therapist about falling like I to be honest, like sometimes like after like D&D and stuff and like our call like, you know, like D&D calls and video chats, like I get off and it's like time for bed. And so then I feel very kind of like empty because like I think I go from so much stimulation to like nothing, and it's a huge like fall off for me. And I didn't really have like anything set up to where like, because it didn't really bother me before, but in the past few months it's bothered me. And I didn't really have like a step down plan of like, okay, like I go from all this stimulation to something else, like, you know, like reading and then bed, or playing a game and then bed. It was just like, okay, it's done, I need to go to bed. So it was just a big kind of drop off for me. So we were trying to think of things to like do, like, hey, like, well, what would be good things for you to like to have that kind of like step off? And it was like video games, like maybe playing a game, you know, reading a book, watching something that stimulates my mind. And then she was like, what I like to do is sometimes I'll read Wikipedia articles. That was my therapist. And I was like, oh, gosh, no, that won't work for me, but bless you. It was very cute. I've never, it just really, it endeared me to her. Steph, I'm mainly here for the attitude. Plus, with Vic having abandoned us, that leaves an attitude void. This is true. I haven't developed enough to like make up for the both of us, to make up for her absence, but I try to give when I can. I'm a giver. That's what I'm getting at. Arguing about the right moisture level in turkey. That was almost a bless your heart. It really was. I was like, oh. That's really sweet. Those are big shoes to fill for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's nice. Like, that wouldn't work for me, but I'm glad that you got something. Oh, Brewer, what? Past Stephanie, what have you drawn? What are some of these lines for? Is your therapist single? Asking for a friend. No, she hasn't mentioned a husband, but she does have quite a few kids, which doesn't mean anything. So maybe? I don't know. Someone has to watch the kids while she's like being a therapist, but maybe she just has a sitter. I don't know. I would worry that I'd be too engaged in the material and it wouldn't help me quiet my mind. Well, here's the thing is that it's not, we were thinking of things like that would engage your mind, because it's not that I'm doing these things to help me fall asleep. I'm doing these things as a step down from going from a video call with 4 or 5, 6 other people or more sometimes, and interacting and role playing, going from that to this thing and then going to bed. So it's kind of like the last step in a step ladder before you get to bed, to like help fill the void and not feel suddenly that emptiness of interaction not being there, I guess, is a good way to put it. So it wasn't to like I something to fall asleep to. It was more like something to help get to sleep, help get to bed. This is wrong right here, unless it's supposed to be like that. Guys, sometimes I wonder. Okay, so we're just gonna just guess that's there for a reason. What is this? Oh, that's a leg. Okay. What? Like, did I just throw things in here? Like, is that what I did? I mean, I understand that there's a lot of working parts to a Warforged, but I feel like some of this I'm just like, what does that even do? What is that? Why are these little pieces sticking out? I don't know. I'm sure they made sense when I was sketching it. Not making so much sense right now. Looking at all the lines, just kind of like chilling out together. I sort of do that myself, although it's more bedtime for me. Last night, Czech's YouTube history, I put on a lecture on English colonism and piracy from the Atlantic to the Pacific from the Library of Congress at bedtime. I remember the speaker was not very dynamic enough, so I fell asleep, which was fine. Yeah. I just like hearing people talking about nominally interesting topics, but it can't be too interesting or else I don't fall asleep. True story. Because sometimes it kind of also hits me when I lay down to go to sleep. Even taking like melatonin gummies, like in the process of like me falling asleep, like it'll hit. And sometimes like I will turn on like a live TikTok of like literally the other night. I fell asleep really fast to two guys driving around LA and talking in a live TikTok feed. That was my lullaby. I feel like there's also a lot of not working parts, lots of greebles. Sure, that's just how they be. Yeah. TikTok has live channels? I'm gonna start one. How do you get TikTok? You download it from the App Store. And yeah, it does have live channels. You can go live anytime you want to. I mean, there are guidelines, but I mean, people get on live and do, like, you know, I mean, there's not any, like, you know, we're keeping the material PG-13, or R, at least. But, like, at the most, I guess I should say. That Chinese spy thing, okay, I'm not going to do that. Listen, the artist. The way that I look at it is if people want my information, they can get my information. Like, is there a beaches, hot tubs, and pool section? Probably. I mean, they were just like girls talking to chat. Like, on the, I mean, not, as I said, rated R at the most. Like, but, you know, there's, yeah, you flip through live channels, especially late at night. There's some interesting stuff. People and yeah, there's some interesting stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What else have I done? Oh, so I think, and I mentioned this on Varas stream last night, is that, like, I think that I want to, plan out some times, so a schedule to stream the Tomb Raider series. Like, not just the new ones, but start over from the very beginning. So I might be doing that sometime soon. I just need to, like, sit down and, like, make a schedule because otherwise I won't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to. I've thought about it for, like, the past, like, couple of weeks. It's been on my mind. I was like, I just need to just, like, plan a time. Because I really just want to play through the Tomb Raider series. And I think it's a good time for it. Well, I don't have a job. Well, I mean, I have a job. I shouldn't discount myself like that. But, you know, well, I'm not, like, working a 9 to 5 for 5 days a week or more. The best thing in Twitch is beaches, hot tubs, and... Although I'm still looking, so if you know of a job available that needs a storyboarder, an illustrator, or, you know, just an office worker, I I'm your girl. I got you. Any sharing of otters is a service to God. Thank you. Oh, you know the best thing in Twitch's beaches, hot tubs, and pools section? The e-otter. So good. My friend sent me a link. It's a wildlife rehab in Vancouver. Oh, that's so... You need to, like, send me this link. I know that there's, like, someone sent me an aquarium link to the... And it, like, Twitch has, like, they have a Twitch channel. It's an aquarium. That's a lot of fun to watch. I only watched it once, but it was very relaxing. I should turn it on more. The channel is Marine Mammal Rescue. 1010 would recommend. Nice. If you can find a Warforged hot tub stream, I have a friend who would appreciate it. That'd be really weird. Be really weird. Thank you, the artist. I have a feeling you get into Uncanny Valley pretty quickly with that, Veroth. Let's see here. What else am I doing? Warforged in a hot oil tub. I'm going to be honest. I don't really browse that section so much, but if I happen to get a link to one, I'll pass it along. Like a C-3PO in Star Wars. Yeah. Let's see. Gosh, I haven't really watched any, like, movies lately. I'm avoiding this area right here. I think this might be, like, his cape, kind of going back here. I mean, not his cape, but his scarf. So that would actually be a different line width. I think that I might have killed someone. I'm kidding. That was a weird pause on my part. Sorry. I think I might have killed the only wasp worshiper I'll have in my lifetime. So here's the story. So yesterday, 2 days ago, I was sitting at my desk. I look over to the left, like something catches my eye. I look over on my floor, and there's a wasp just like sitting there. I mean, like, you know, like in rest, at rest on the floor, not seeming agitated, not trying to buzz around. Its wings weren't fluttering. It didn't look like it was about ready to sting something. It was just chilling there. Not trying to move, just literally chilling there on the floor. Now, I have no sprays I haven't sprayed anything. I haven't, like, there's nothing in my room that would, like, make this, like, wasp docile. It was just sitting there. I mean, it seemed very unbothered, honestly. And I think it might have been the only wasp in my life that has ever not been, like, upset with me. And my immediate response, don't know why, because usually if I find a bug in my room or in the house, I'll usually catch it and release it outside. Like, that's the kind of person I've become. I feel bad about killing bugs. But I didn't think about that. My first response, well, I looked at it for like a minute trying to compute, like, why isn't this wasp buzzing around? Like, why is it so docile? I've never experienced this in my life without it, like, and I killed it. And I killed it, and then I was like, I could have probably easily put that into, like, and caught it and released it outside. Like, you know, put it in a jar, released it outside. It would have been an easy thing. I mean, for goodness sake, I tried to do that with an upset red hornet in my room, like a week ago. Like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. I was going to catch it and release it, but it was too upset, and I was like, I have to kill you. This one, I didn't even try. And I felt bad afterwards for killing the wasp. I was like, I might have just killed my only wasp friend. How do you live with yourself? And like I was laughing at it at the time that I was telling my friend about last night, and I honestly felt bad. I was like, oh, like I should have just taken it outside. Why did I kill it? My brain. Steph painted the wasp. I know where the story is going. I should have no more bills. I should have done that. But I did not. That was not what I did. Good luck versus giant wasp on Monday at the Oh my gosh. I do the same unless it's a house spider. The house spider can stay and continue keeping my house. No, Dr. Delvin. I saw a spider yesterday and I was like, just a small buddy. I looked up to make sure it wasn't a brown recluse because I couldn't remember what brown recluses look like. And we can have those here. It's not common, but, and so I did look it up and I was like, okay, it's not that, so it's fine. It's okay. As long as it's not like a lot of little spiders or a really big spider, I'm cool. Even a really big spider would probably be too, like, eeped out. I'd probably try to catch it and, like, take it outside because I wouldn't want to squash it. Ugh. You know, that's too much bug guts. Listen, that wasp was clearly planning something totally justified. I could have caught and released the PCs, but I just went and killed them. And we are all surprised that you are a cold-blooded killer indeed. So, surprised. Maybe it was just chilling, not moving, because it was already dead. No, it wasn't already dead because I went to kill it. And, like, I had to, like, hit it a couple of times. Like, I took a mug over there and squashed it, and it moved. So, yeah. Indoor wasp plus not pissed off at all. Humans just does not compute. No. For sure, Dr. Delvin. That's what I was getting at. I was just like, what? Aren't we surprised, though? Are we really? No. That's Varoth sarcasm right there. Oh, yeah. Brown recluse, black widow, etc. That actually will bite people. Those can, yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. This one looked like it could bite. Like, it did have little, like, pincers, you know, like, not pincers, but, you know, whatever, mandibles? I don't know. It's not mandible. What do you call, like, a spider's, like, you know, fangs, I guess? Is that what you call them? Anyways, it did have those. So I was like, it could probably bite me, but I'm just going to hope that it doesn't. Teeth. The part Steph left out of her story, she hit so hard there was now a hole in the floor. No. Scorpion inside? Pinchers? Yeah, nightmare teeth? Yeah. So yeah, that's my bug story for the week. Chelicerae? Chelicerae. Is that what it's? Is that the technical name for them, Dr. Dylan? I can't even pronounce it. All right, I think we got the outline for like the main, maybe? Let's see here. Should we do the cloth? Yes, that are the spider mouth parts. Interesting. Sounds fake, but mouth parts is also fine. It's just not a spider-specific term, mouth parts. Sounds so weird. Dan, we should try to grow Madbird's viewership, Steph. I can talk about hornets and spider moths. Yes. This is the quality content I give you, friends. You should be thankful. Be grateful. I say it with a roll because that's I'm quoting Anastasia in my head, because there's this part in Anastasia where she's leaving the orphanage in the animated Anastasia movie. She's leaving the orphanage and the woman's like, be great, you should be grateful. And Anya's like, be grateful, Anya, she says. Anyways, that's me. That's me. I was like, why are these pieces? Oh, that's right. He has a piece of bread that he's like supposedly like gnawing on. Romanoff or a different Anastasia? Yeah, no. The Romanoff. They made a cartoon about her. First off, it's an animated movie, not a cartoon. Secondly, yes, they did. It's actually quite good. If you're into I'm into animation, so it's actually quite good. Why does the artist hate anime? Oh, you can still see the bread. There's the bread. Completely missed the bread in his hands. I feel like it's not... I feel like I moved the hands and then didn't move the bread because I feel like it's... Here we go. Try to fix this. Let's see. Oh, I also got a, actually, I don't know if, like, y'all were, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it, like, my issues with, like, my tablet and working with this program, this storyboarding program called Storyboarding Pro, that I've had for the past, like, 3 weeks. I think it finally fixed itself. Well, I say, like, I obviously did something to fix it, but it wasn't working even after doing that, and now it's working. So that's good news. I can now use the expensive program. So now I'm roped into because I like it so much that, yeah, in a way, like, you know, in a way I was kind of hoping that it would not work. So that way I could have an excuse not to use the program, even though, like, I should learn to use it because a lot of companies use this program. But also in a way I'm like, you know, it's like for like a monthly thing, it's $60 a month. I'll be honest. And then like for a license for the program, it's like $1,200, I think. I think for a year's license, it's like, I don't remember, 200 or something. No, not 200. It's something more. It's like, you know, for a year's thing, and then you look at like an actual like permanent license, it's like, why not just get the permanent license? That's a lot. You'll still have one kidney though, right? Yeah, that's a lot. That's what you do, you know? That's how these people, yeah, so. Yep. But it's a super nice program, like as far as storyboarding goes. Makes things easier in some aspects. So yeah. So we'll see how long I can keep that up. But yeah, it's working. So that's good. I'm happy that it's working. You don't get the permanent license because you want the upgrades to the latest version with the subscription. Also, sometimes people prefer to have their pro software expenses as OPEX rather than CAPEX. But yeah, adulting is expensive. I'm generally a fan of perpetual licenses myself where available. Yeah. Yeah, well, it was like, I mean, it might have been a perpetual license. I mean, I don't know if it was like, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. But it was like so much for like, you can pay it to get the program. And I think it does update it. But like, you can pay as much to get the program. Or you can pay this like $60 a month to use the program. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Toon Boom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Toon Boom software. Storyboard Pro is what it is. Okay, now we have to figure out smaller lines. So this is gonna be fun. Toon Boom. I have a subscription to Harmony, which I really need to cancel because I never use it. I actually forgot I had it until like this moment. Harmony, now what does Harmony do, the artist? Because I've heard that mentioned with Toon Boom. Is that an animation software? Because if so, yep. Can I get a discount for both of them? Oh god, okay. So, because here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, is that, like, I started, because yesterday I was testing this out for quite a few hours, Storyboard Pro, and I was testing it out, and I was like, okay, because there's something that I'm working on that I was like, let me just test, try this. I was basically animating. Like, I was basically, like, I realized working through this, I was like, I'm basically creating an animation at this point. Because I was, like, doing that many, like, storyboards with, like, keyframes. And, then I was like, is this... Then I got to thinking, I was like, is this what I want to do? Am I into animating again? Because I started going to college for animation. And then dropped out. Well, not dropped out. God, changed my focus. I'm like, my mind is like creating my own, like. Then I dropped out. No, you didn't drop out, Stephanie. And I changed focuses and went to storyboarding because animation felt too tedious. Companies with this kind of subscription model should either have a duration trial or their student prices should include a certain level of job seeker independent. Sure. That's some vicious self-talk you have there. I know. That just slipped out. It just slipped out. I'm creating my own trauma. Like, that doesn't even exist. I'm just like, I dropped out. Man, my brain, y'all. My brain. I swear. I swear. Oh, my goodness. My brain's like, you dropped out. No, I did not. I didn't, I swear. You were there, brain. You were there for the whole thing, right? Weren't you? This sounds very like Bo Burnham. I bet Steph's brain speaks in death metal growl. Kicky Monster Brain. If so, I want it to have its own stream. Oh man, y'all. I swear. What is this? Oh, I guess that's part of his, like... Okay. Alright, right now I'm just, like, connecting lines together and hoping that it looks like it makes sense later. You know, but what do I know? I'm just a college dropout. Deathbird streams. Oh my goodness. Why I always get hungry during these streams. Drawing really takes it out of me, y'all. Really works me. When you killed the wasp, was your brain talking to you in kind of a deep guttural growl asking for a friend? Also, is your father's name Sam? Asking for a friend. No, my father's name is not Sam. Alright, how are these eyes done? Oh, down here. Okay, so I do have them kind of going all the way around for the most part. Okay. Alright, is his eyes too big? Okay. Okay, good. Crosses off daughter of Sam from Steph's suspicion list. So sus. So sus. Yeah. That's kind of everything I've... anything new I've done this past week?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I finally purchased some wireless, some Bluetooth earbuds that go over your ear. Still trying to get them to work. I haven't tried them in a few days, but I was trying them last week and it was like they were trying to, like, one was working, one wasn't. They weren't charged completely. I don't know. I think it was Saturday was the last time, like, when I opened them. Still leaves Zodiac stuff. Stuff bummer. Alright, what are y'all... Let's see. I know I'm missing something in chat, but I was focused there for a second. It leaves so many broths, so many, but we eliminate them one at a time, slowly and methodically. Yeah, I did that at some point for MadBird streams. I switched from headphones to in-ears so people could see my hair. Then I realized I had made a mistake. You all are so daring with your wireless headphones on air. I would be too scared not to stay wired. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that I would do it. I definitely wouldn't try it while DMing unless I knew. Unless I knew that they work. I know Dan does his wireless headphones, earbuds, and they consistently stop working. So, I mean, not working, they run out of charge. Now they're not working. Fucking Dan. I wear my wireless headphones for work meetings, and occasionally some important technical bit will be punctuated by between 1 and 2 hours of battery remaining. Exactly. We're just connecting lines now. Like, hopefully it makes sense in the end, you know? gnat. Just landed on my hand and it flew away. Okay. Well, I think we got all the lines. I guess it's time to turn off the sketch and see where we landed. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see here. I have his thing pulled up here. Oh, we're almost at a halfway point for break. Okay, so let me just take a look. Let me move my water bottle so I can see the reference. Sorry. All right. Cool beans. Okay. And just take a look here, see if we need to change anything. Okay. All right. There's some kind of like... Oops. I think I like that better. Okay, so what is happening here? So he has his... Oh, you know what? I think this is actually not supposed to go down like that. I think it's supposed to be one piece. Waiting for it to save. Just waiting. see here. That's mostly speculation. Oh, that's good. Scarf is good. Oh, wait. I know what this is supposed to be now. This right here is the scarf. Hanging down. And let's see that. And his shoulder pad, it was shoulder pads, but his shoulder pieces. Let's see. That. So concentration has finally overcome chat. Well done. Yes, just in time for break. I will look at the line work here, and once I get that, before I start cleaning up, I'll take a break here in a second. Let's see here. Just making sure I have all the bits and pieces. All the bits and pieces. Here. Oh, that's nice. That's super cool, Barath. Love raspberries. And blueberries. We have a lot of actually like blueberries that grow up here. Not blueberries. Well, I love blueberries too, but blackberries is what I was thinking of. We have a lot of blackberries that grew up here in the hollow that I live in, the holler. We actually have quite a few black raspberry bushes that just grow wild. Or they used to. I'm not sure. I think they still do. In the summer, yes. Here's an interesting thing about where I live is that, okay, so like I live, most of you know, they're in chat right now in the hollow, or holler, as they say around here. So like, you know, which if you unaware, which most people are, but if you're unaware, I mean, most people aren't unaware. Anyways, if you're unaware, a hollow is like a road that has like mountains surrounding like on both sides. So it's basically like a very thin valley. So, you know, and it's just pretty much like, you know, there's just not a lot of room up a hollow because you have mountains on both sides, very like squished together. Usually has an end. It usually doesn't thoroughfare to something. Thoroughfare? It doesn't usually go through to like another road. It usually ends at some point. Usually against another mountain, honestly. At least around here. So we, yes. So in the summer, this is an interesting thing about how the Earth rotates and how it turns. In the summer, the sun goes pretty much directly from one end of the hollow to the other. So the sun passes directly down the hollow. In the winter, however, like in the middle of winter, the sun passes, basically we get like 4 hours of sunlight a day if it's sunny. Because the way that it passes from one mountain to the other. So it only like passes over here, whereas in the summer it passes this way, which is up and down the hollow. Black bears are awesome too, as long as it's not where you're in charge of maintaining landscaping, weeding. Sure. Yeah, blackberries, yeah, that's what they grow wild here, so we don't even have to so you don't have to worry about. I have no idea what holler means. My only exposure to the word is from song Copperhead Road. So I assume your father made moonshine. You served in Nam, and you planted seeds from Colombia and Mexico. I haven't planted seeds from Colombia and Mexico. Didn't serve in Nam. And father made moonshine. I don't think the family ever made moonshine. Now I have heard of like great aunts and stuff that made moonshine. And my dad's family has lived in the same hollow for 300 years? It's been a while. A very thin valley. I heart you so much. It is. It's like a very thin valley. But the song says you ain't no holler back, girl. Hello, a thin valley where people die in Appalachia. J.M. Reedy. This is how people in Western Union tell the passage of time. Yes, that song was written about Stephanie's family. If we wanna be like technical about it. I mean, I guess it comes in what would be the best definition? A depressed or low part of a surface? So I guess it's a depressed or low part of a mountain range, probably. I mean, that sounds so much less interesting than a very thin valley. Like, I feel like I could understand a very thin valley rather than a depressed or low part of a mountain. That just brings I'm just like, so it's a hole? Like, you know. I'm just trying to make it relatable, the artist. So how many traveling saucemen are buried in Steph's Hollow? How many probies? Are there banjos in hollows, or is that Georgia? I mean, I'm sure that there are some people play banjos here, yes. Are there depressed a low part of Appalachia? If it is, there a hollow filled entirely with mysterious boulders. J.M. Reedy, I have some sad news. Welcome, by the way. I have some sad news. So Frank went to the Poconos yesterday and did not get any did not do any intel on Boulder Valley. Please, we don't hide our banjos and hollows. We're flinging them loud and proud in Georgia. I mean, they do here too, for sure. What is a boulder hollow? We're not talking about boulder hollow. The thing is that oh God, Jamie. What was it? Was it Boulder Field? There's a place called Boulder. Okay, here, let's go crazy here for a second. Such a tease that, Frank. Let's go crazy here for a second. There's a place in Pennsylvania called Boulder Field near the Poconos. In the Poconos. You already forgot. Boulder Field, and it's this mysterious field filled with boulders. Filled with boulders that's kidney shaped. That no one knows how it got there. Like, no one knows where the boulders came from. No one knows why it's like this huge valley filled with boulders. Yes. So, right. I mean, people know it's filled with boulders, yes. But what caused it? How did it happen? And it all started when Frank was talking about the Poconos. And I started looking up information about the Poconos. What's there? You know, basically it's like a piece of West Virginia. A piece, it's basically like, you know, they have forests, blah, blah, blah. Nature, hiking. Anyways, then I found out this mysterious field called Boulder Field. So I asked Frank, what? And he was like, oh, actually, that's like, 5 minutes from this place. Well, what caused Boulder Field? I don't know. So I looked it up. No one knows. Sorry. No one knows what Boulder Field is. Like, no one knows what caused it, how it got there. Where did the boulders come from? And the mysteries continue because, okay, so like it's a field of boulders, right? Like, look it up. It's fascinating. This huge field of boulders. Usually rattlesnakes and copperheads, I think. Rattlesnakes, and it was rattlesnakes and something else. Maybe it was copperheads, which are native to the area. Will thrive in rocks, like, in rocky surfaces like that. There are no snakes in Boulder Field. No snakes. And look it up. Boulders facts. Yes. So, also, they found several, this land is, this part of New York, New York, which is where the Poconos is, or Pennsylvania, I'm sorry. This part where Pennsylvania, where the Poconos is. There's several, tribes, like Native American tribes that have been found in the area. Pieces, historical stuff from Native American tribes that once inhabited the area. Has been found in the Poconos generally. In this area, in a short space around, vicinity around Boulder's Field, no artifacts have been ever found. So their hypothesis is that the Native Americans avoided it for some reason. So why? Why did they avoid the area? Geology? Probably because rock kills snakes and rock paper snakes. Nope. California, we boast over a dozen world-class universities. West Virginia, where did boulders come from? Listen, Barath, it's in Pennsylvania, not West Virginia. Let's be factual, okay? Pennsylvania has Boulder's Field. West Virginia has Mothman. Because the boulders. Spoops. Okay, so what's the answer? Is it aliens? We don't know, the artist. So, me and Jay and Reedy, we're gonna do a tour. We're gonna go to Boulder's Field. We're gonna take a team with us. The artist, are you in? We're gonna take a team with us to Boulder's Field, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out and uncover this mystery. We have to find the answers. I'm in. Yes. We're gonna go there. On your way. Wonderful. It's perfect because most people have an extended weekend. So yeah, so I'll meet y'all in the Poconos in about 5 hours. Well, maybe 7 or 8 because I'll have to go and rent a car. To clarify, Massachusetts, it's Harvard. California has Stanford. UK has Oxford, Pennsylvania's Boulder Field, Washington has Mothman. I think I understand now. Yes. That's so funny. I was probably out the way literally earlier this week. I had to drive to Columbus and back. Let's go. We got this. We're gonna uncover those mysteries. I'm so ready for it. My body is ready. My soul is ready. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Are you kidding? Bouldersfield is going to be covered over with Patriots this weekend. We'll never get work done. Listen. You know, I almost hit you up, Steph, to ask about the bridge place because I thought about coming back through the southern West Virginia, but then I was over it and just wanted to take the more direct path home. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you talking about the New River Gorge Bridge? Like one of the biggest, like, longest extension bridges? Or were you talking about the bridge that collapsed that pretty much produced the whole Mothman conspiracy? Yeah, that one. Okay. Okay, both. Yeah, there was a bridge in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, that collapsed. It depicts it in the perfect. I'm kidding. Perfect movie, The Mothman with Richard Gere. But yeah, let's see. Point. I can't remember. I can never remember the date that it happened. 1967. So on December the 15th, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed under the weight of rush hour traffic, resulting in the deaths of 46 people. 2 of the victims were never found because, of course, it's a bridge, it's over water. But here's the oh, is it still? Okay, well, as of 2017, it was the deadliest bridge disaster in U.S. history. I guess because 64 people? Did he get that right? That's an article. It's not like... Okay, so this guy said 46. Well, 46 people might have went in, but... 60 some people might have like fell into the water, but 46 died. So yeah. So, but the mystery is, I'm going to put bridge collapse Mothman because a lot of people believe that the Mothman had something to do with the bridge collapse, even though it was probably mostly like a faulty bridge construction. Yeah. And then, well, and also I think what is that same night people spotted something in this, like in the area that they called it the Mothman, or around that time they did. And supposedly men in black showed up in town and began intimidating witnesses and reporters. Didn't know about that. So yeah, there's an actual group of people, a large group of people that believe that this, cryptids that believe this Mothman caused this bridge collapse in the 60s here in West Virginia, in Point Pleasant. But yeah, look it up. I'm looking at a huge report right now. A huge article, I guess I should say. Yeah, if you're interested, why have we not watched Mothman for movie night? We really need to. Oh my, is that what we need to watch? Is that what we need to watch with the Grizzly one? Oh, or do we need to find like another cryptid movie? Were they never found because they turned into the Mothman? I don't recall any major bridge disasters since 2017, so probably you still hold the record. So clearly Mothman not allowed to design any more bridges. This is correct, Faroth. We don't allow Mothman to design our bridges anymore here in West Virginia. I heard he forged his professional engineer's stamp. Times are tough in WVO though. After they closed the mine, Mothman had to do something. We watching Mothman. Oh, don't talk like a skeptic, Steph. We know you're a true believer. I mean, I like to have fun. But Mothman! I've become more of a, Fallout 76 made me more of a Mothman fanatic than I've ever been in my entire life. But the Chocola moth eggs are laid in paper wasp nests, and the larvae eat the wasp grubs. What? What? Wait, Dr. Delvin. What? Wait, what? This natural opposition between moss and wasp is why you had to kill the wasp earlier. I am dying inside right now. I'm dying inside. That's terrifying, Dr. Delvin. That is terrifying. So these moths lay their eggs in wasp nests and then kill, like, the larvae eat the baby wasps inside? That's some horror movie shit right there. Oh my goodness. That's the cruise response to being asked about cryptids. I just like to have fun. Cryptid sexual is a valid orientation. Those moth babies eat wasp babies as soon as they're born. That's so frightening. That's terrifying. Stephanie finds out about nature today. Remember? There's a corpse. That is terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. I can't even. I will not forget that for a long time, Delvin. That is wild. Oh, man. I'm not sure I like this little piece sticking out here. That's supposed to be like the back of his scarf, kind of. I kind of wonder if it should be over here, but I think I didn't put it over there because I was making it so he could be put beside Kaylin's sticker if we so desired. Oh, adult paper wasp can feed on moth caterpillars, so it's all fair. All fair in love and war. Alright. I'm this close to a break. Fun fact, the sequel to Bug's Life was supposed to be Romeo and Juliet's story about moths and wasps, but Disney turned it down. Are you serious, Jane Reed? Are you serious? Or are you being... Alright, that's totally a joke, right? That's totally a joke. But I also know that you know weird facts like that, so I don't trust... I question... It's the classic bit about nature documentaries. When the lion kills the antelope, the lion documentary cheers, but the antelope documentary cries. The world will never know. Jane Reedy. God. Such a tease. Such a tease. Okay, I don't think it's the strongest. In fact, I feel like the lines are a little bit thick. Interesting. Just like the Warforged, huh? Anyways. Yeah, so I just need to... I think it's just because there's so many of them. But there's so many, like, parts and shit. So I'm going to take a break. Then I'm going to come back and clean up the line work here, and then we can start on Garrick, probably, before we have to stop for it today. So give me like 5 minutes. I'm just going to go to the restroom, drink some water, get a quick snack, probably, and I will be right back, friends. That was a weird smile. Okay, be right back. Okay. Water drank. Snacks acquired. And I'm back. Look who's back. Back again. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I know I changed my line work, but like my line width? It sure doesn't seem like I did, does it? Doesn't seem like I did. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Oh, is Nightbot acting up again? God dang it. Alright, let's do some line cleanup on this Warforged boy. Yeah, line width is weird, but okay, we'll fix it. We'll fix it! Just require a little bit more canoodling than usual. The more we talk about Nightbot, the more Nightbot will learn and take over. That's okay. You know, I'm alright. I'm ready for the robot takeover. Like, just let it happen. Let's just get it out of the way. You know? Like, I got other stuff to worry about. If they want to like take over some of that, you know, and just kind of take care of it, sure. I'm all about it. Let them do it. Let's quit her talk. Nah, I'm okay with it. Wow, your 2 o'clock meeting ended before 2:01. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, the office was closed yesterday, so nobody's in the office today. True, true. Nightbot just wants to be heard. That's all. Seeing this picture of Tom Welling that Dragon Con is using to promote him, and I want you to tell me, am I being harsh with this Photoshop? Oh my god, I'm interested. I'm interested. Like, I get it. I get it. I also love that they decided, I don't know. Like that's yeah, like yeah. Yeah, like that's not how that's not how shirts work. And two, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not like horrible, but also it's not great either. It's not great. Um, oh my gosh. Jonathan, you should share it in how do shirts work? You should share it in general media on the Madbird thing. Or here in chat. I think you can post links in chat here. Oh yeah, because Frank did it earlier. Thank you, Jane Reedy. Oof, it's okay. It's alright. It's not that long. It's fine. And also something you don't want to say in bed. It's not that long. It's fine. It's alright. It's not that long. It's fun. It's okay. Yeah. Literally smoking hot. That aren't the S in the emblem. You really almost just fell out of your chair laughing at your own joke. I did. I really did. Yep. You're going to roll to ROFL. You've got to end up on the floor somehow. Not true. You could be in a helicopter. Yep. Yeah, I did. Listen, sometimes you just have to learn to, like, have a good time with just yourself. It comes in handy. It comes in handy. Oh, guys. Like the old joke says, get and you can go alone. This is true. This is true. I'm literally tearing up. This is true. Yep. Quick, talk about pickles. Well, you do know that they come on sticks. So. Oh, no, I just can't. I can't get over it. Okay. She does like those bread and butter pickles. I hate bread and butter pickles. I hear they're huge in West Virginia. The pickles are huge here. If we make her laugh hard enough, I'm hoping she starts spinning around with her arms outstretched and take. Bread and butter pickles are the worst. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I know a lot of people that love them. My own mother loves them. I am not a fan. I don't want my pickles sweet. I want them tart. Tart? Tart and firm. Isn't Spicy's pickle just a jalapeno or a tart pickle? Yeah, tart pickle for sure. A pickle in a hand is worth two in a bush. I'll hold a pickle in my hand anytime. I don't want those floppy pickles. Give me a crisp one. Yep. Yep. Huh? Yep. 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 I'm still laughing at myself. I'm catching up on emails, and I just learned that on July 23rd, the U.S. Copyright Office will no longer accept electronic submissions in Microsoft Works file format. Microsoft Works. What? Yep. That's, wow. And the document saves again. Can't do anything. That's the thing Microsoft had before Microsoft Office. Yeah, oh, I remember. Yeah. Joke's on them. I'm still sending in PDFs that were saved on punch cards. I remember when someone showed me the basics of JCL and they were like, yeah, so the lines cannot be longer than 80 characters. I think it was 80. And the first letter or two tells the computer what sort of line it is. I was like, what odd restrictions. They were like, yeah, the language was created for punch cards. I was rewatching Knives Out the other night, which is a movie I still need to see. And about died because I noticed the only laptop they show was using Windows XP. Oof. Oof. Yeah, the input for M, C, and P is still referred to as an input deck, with each section of it being a card. Oof. Oof. Oh boy. What did I miss? What did I miss? Ah, tech talk. Canoodling on this that I wouldn't have had to do if I would have been a little bit more aware of my line quality while working on it. I was not. Whoops. Hey, welcome. How are you doing? Trying to correct some line work on these chibis that I'm working on. How's your Friday going so far? What are you drawing? Because I can't see the whole drawing. Well, it's saving right now, but I'm working on some chibis from a D&D game, our Friday D&D game here on the channel, Stormfall. Yeah. So it's just a lot of chibis that I'm working on here on this page. So yeah. Should be done saving in 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, it's fine. I always mean to draw along on these trains, and I forget until the end. And that is fine. Alright, still kind of thick line work compared to the rest of them, but I don't know. It might, again, it might just be because they're just a lot more, I don't know. Yeah, I think I did get a little bit thicker than usual. So, but it's okay. It's alright. Looks okay. Looks alright. Oh, did we clean these up? Did I lessen? Let's see. There you go. His eyes aren't as big as the other ones, although technically that's kind of... He does have smaller eyes than... I guess it's technically kind of okay, I think. Alright, let's start on Garrick. Alright, so let's see... Okay, well, alright. Oops. Oh, there was some line work over here that I missed. Right there. Small eyes and thick lines. We love to see it. I mean, sure. It's not really that the drawing gets in my way, more or less that I just try to figure out, like, what was this line for? Oh, doing the underdrawing in a different layer? Oh, for some reason I read that as color. Why did I read that as color? Okay. Layer, it is on a different layer. Yes. I just missed it before. But yeah, it's on a different layer. Layers, sometimes. Right click, merge all. Yes. Oof. Oof. Okay, not too bad. Okay, what I'm going to do in this case is just make a circle as an outline here. Let's see here. Oops. Nope, that was wrong. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. And I can undo it. It's just going to take it a while to process this painting the entire picture yellow. So we're just going to let it sit for a couple of seconds. Give it some time. And then we'll end it with yellow. Basically a Coldplay song up in here right now. We're just waiting for it to kick in. We're waiting for the beat, the Coldplay beat to kick in. Oh, well. Been black for me for a second. We're okay. Still waiting on it to process the yellow, turning the entire, painting the entire thing yellow. It's having some issues in doing this because the document is huge. You're not saving, so it's true. Yeah. Yeah. So we're just gonna sit here for a couple of seconds because I can't do anything until it's done. Yeah. Would you say it's bigger than a bread box? The document? Yes. For real. Really hoping it doesn't crash. That would be a problem. That would be a problem. Still thinking. Still thinking. Yes. So we're going to rock the meadow. I don't know. Going to the rock meadow. Oh, this weekend. If you were to map... Oh, here we go. It's done. It's done. Oh, it's still thinking. I can't... Oh, it's deciding to auto-save right now. Yeah. Here we go. We gotta wait for it to auto-save now. If you were to map out this document in physical space, how big is it? Like, literally. I can tell you in a bit. I mean, you're gonna want to save that yellow. Yep. Yep. Oh, there. Oh, I dropped my pen. My stylus. I'm guessing it's like 3 bread boxes big. Yeah. Yep. I mean, we may never know if it keeps taking this long. So, yeah. Oh, it's done. File's done. Sorry. Undo. Okay. We'll save it. We'll go ahead and save it again. Is this a Curious George chibi? Why do you say that? Oh, because of the yellow. Got it. We're off. Took me a second, but finally computed. Don't spoil my next character. Oh, God. Okay, it's done. It's done. All right. Size of file. Canvas size. It is 30 inches wide and 41 inches tall. Almost 42. So 42 by 30 inches at this point. There is that one character that's a cactus. I bet you could play a banana. So I meant to make this circle yellow. Oh no, I think I did it again, y'all. Oh no, there it is. Okay, whew. Goodness. Because I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it, so. Nice little guide for... Actually, I need to make that a little bit bigger. I was really hoping it happened again. Okay. Did I just decide to put his line work on a completely different layer? Didn't I? Cool. That's fine. Yep. Okay. I see it says digital art. Yes. My friend has a wrong layer emote that I always want to use, but for some reason it doesn't work here. I may need to upgrade my subscription to her channel or something. Got you. Yeah, do you have questions about the descriptions of art, Servante? And welcome, by the way. I'm just used to brushes or pens, that style. Oh, well, I mean, digital, I mean, you use digital brushes and digital pens in the program. Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, the artist. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's all kinds of people that stream digital art on Twitch. And they do it, you know, as jobs. I think I made this shoelace too thick. I have a gnat flying around me, sorry. I think we need to use a little bit of a lighter hand on the shoelaces. Oh yeah, I caught that, Servanty. Creating children's nightmares is more of a hobby for me, not making enough to go full-time yet. I don't think any full-time artist is making enough really to go full-time. I mean, some of them, sure, but... Well, thank you for stopping in, Servantine. We definitely appreciate it. This is actually like one of the like 2 art streams on this channel. Pretty much everything else is D&D. We stream a lot of D&D games here on MadBird. I feel like there's an income stream in a ransom from parents to spur their progeny, but I haven't explored it yet. I need to learn more about Bitcoin first. The guy who sold an invisible sculpture is doing pretty good, I think. Oh, that's so infuriating. So infuriating. What's the other art stream? Surely you don't include Dungeon Chat. I do, the artist. Absolutely. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome, Servanty. Yeah, we do mostly 5th edition here, homebrew. That's just what most of the DMs who stream on the channel are comfortable with. We have about 4 different DMs, including myself, that stream games throughout the week. We're on a bit of a hiatus right now until I say mid-July, so in like a week or two, because we had some people moving and had some other like life stuff with people. So, but here in the next like couple of weeks, we should be starting to get our schedule back on track. I know we have a few games that are out until like the 10th or the 11th of July, so. This gnat is driving me crazy. I like 5th edition. I keep up with the times. Well, that's cool. Is that your favorite, Servanty? What's your favorite edition or favorite, you know, or even if you have like, you know, if Dungeons and Dragons isn't your favorite, you have another system that's your favorite? D&D 1st edition? Got you. Oh, that's cool. I've never played... as far as Dungeons and Dragons go, I've never played anything but 5th. I came in with a whole, like, new people about 4 years ago with, like, Critical Role and stuff, but, be interesting too someday. Perhaps Commenty might like to see the illustration you are working on zoomed out so they can see... Oh, I did. I zoomed it out for them, the artist. Oh, no, I zoomed it out for the other... for Chris Boy. Yeah, so this is a bunch of chibi illustrations that we're going to turn into stickers, hopefully. I've loved every edition except 4th edition. I've heard that from a few people. And these are all characters from our Friday night campaign, Stormfall, which might be happening tonight. Unsure yet, but... Oh, thank you! Yeah, we're going to turn in some stickers for the channel for giveaways and to sell in a shop and stuff, so... I work on them here and there. Oh yeah, that's right, Barath. I forgot about that. She theoretically works on them on this Friday stream, but it's really Steph versus Chad as we try to distract and slow her as much as possible. You have to make your own fun in this life. This is true. This is true. Ooh, that's awesome. Servante. Played one off somewhat recently, and they were like, "Yeah, it's D&D," and I was like, "All right." So then the day, and they're like, "Yeah, Pathfinder D&D," and I was like, it's fine. It's just I've never played Pathfinder. I didn't have the books, and I was trying to figure out all the mechanics, and it's complicated. Yeah, it's like that's definitely a different system. I'm not sure if it's Toyota Ford. Whatever it is, it had a lot of mechanics that I wasn't familiar with. I would have read up on the rules ahead of time if I had known we were playing a different system for sure. Probably a thing that exists in Canada. I'll never draw lines so straight again with first try ever. That was amazing. One thing about D&D, over the years, with each new edition, the game mechanics change a lot, but the basic spirit of the RP has changed very little and has actually enhanced in some ways. Tempted to go take some pictures of that rock field for your investigation. I haven't done any photography in too long. Go do it, the artist. I can see in ways now how this can be art. There is more to it than I thought. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What time will you and Jonathan be there? We're gonna be there, let's see here. I think it should... I'm not sure. What's my drive time for that? Let's see here. Now, I will have to rent a car. So I'll need a couple of hours to like get there and get everything settled with that. But once I have that done, let's see. How far are we talking? Directions. Okay, so it's gonna take me about it's gonna take me about 7 hours. So like, you know, a couple of hours to get the car, so probably about midnight. Well, give me like an hour to eat. So like, you know, like a couple of hours and gas. About 2 a.m. Be here for the banjos and the cryptids. Should you drive up and hold your breath? Not for that long. Okay, let me check my drive time. The banjos? Oh yeah, just a joke about driving into yeah. I live in West Virginia, so 4 hours and 15 minutes for you. Nice. The movie Deliverance. Yeah, we like to tease Steph, but it's alright. She's a bully, so it's allowed. I mean, pretty much. Oh, well, it's that part of Pennsylvania. That's literally north of New York City latitude. Yeah. Yeah, because it takes like 8 hours from here to New York City. The dueling banjo scene. I'm gonna put another circle here to get that right. Alright, is that done? I think I got all the line work. Just gotta clean it up, I think. Yeah, definitely lighter line work than the Warforged, but oh well. It's okay. Ah. Wait, you aren't picking me up? Damn, Reedy, you're farther away from us. Like, you're farther south. I can pick you up and we can swing by and skip Steph up on the way. That would only add about a day to the trip, maybe two. This is cool. The way it's taking shape, just like old art, each stroke matters how it's done. Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, need to get the pencil part in this highlighted. Okay. I'm gonna take that off. Oh, it's 3:23. Well, I'm going to try and clean up this line work really quick. She said 2 hours later. Because other than adding our new character, this is the last of it. I'm just gotta add Rowan once I get his character art done. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that line work's done. Need to get ready for work soon? Awesome, Servante. Hopefully it's a okay day for... On that note, I'm off to... Oh, bye, the artist. Alright, well, I think we're done. Let's see, let's save this. We're done with the line work, and so I think, since I'm like a half hour past what I usually go, I think we're going to call it there. So, well, that's saving. If you're unaware, you've been watching MadArt with Steph, which is every Friday, short shift tonight, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Short. I'm guessing that's short shift tonight. Yeah. You've been watching MadArt with Steph, which is most Fridays, pretty much every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Here on MadBird Streams, we have all kinds of D&D 5e content here on the channel. Let me get up the schedule. So, usually Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have D&D 5e content as well as on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Then you have MadArt on Fridays as well as on Tuesdays. Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, we have a few of those that are on hiatus for certain until around the 10th through the 11th of July at the least. That's Curious Lament, Dungeon Craft, In Extremis, and Obsidian Scar are at least on hiatus until around the 10th through the 11th of July at least. The other ones, we might not be having Tower of Dreams yet. I haven't double checked with the DM about that for tomorrow. But Stormfall might be happening tonight. Not really sure. The best way to keep in touch, up to date with all of our, like, any cancellations or anything of our streams would be to join our Discord because we update that regularly. So join that, and that way you will know when, we do some chatting in there. There's some different channels for things, so it's a fun time. Also, we have a Patreon, so if you're looking for ways to support the channel, great way to do so. Not only do you get more back, but we get more in return. So, it's our preferred way to support, again, if you're looking for that opportunity. Now, I always like to check out to see if anyone else is streaming so we can raid on over. Looks like our friend Evan Blair is streaming, but then we also have... Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, someone was drawing looks like a female beholder, but they have like 4,000 viewers, so not really my priority to give them. They have enough attention and love, so. Let's see here. Oh, here's a Furby doing a stream. What? I can't. I don't know what they're doing though, so just not gonna go there. Let's give a little... Let's see, I've been over there. I've been there before. Let's... Oh, whoops, sorry. I was trying to, Once the commercial's done, I can see if I can raid over to this person. But, I have a commercial for the Tomorrow War before I can see what's going on here. Yeah, let's give them some attention and love. So we're heading over to the Senia Designs. Looks like she's working on some manga art. Some digital art. More digital art for you, Servante. Never rated her stream before, but looks like she's doing a very good job. Give her a call in the chat. And Yeah, I'll see y'all later. Maybe tonight for some Stormfall at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Crossing fingers. If not, then maybe tomorrow for some Tower of Dreams. Again, stay tuned to our Discord for updates. All right, see you later. Bye.